Greetings, fellow archers. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld: The Darkest Ages. Episode 39, Scaring Off the Would-Be Siegers. Let Mike out of his prison? Okay, I guess. I think he deserves to be in there a little bit longer, but fine. And then the inside zone is not going to include this section anymore. This trap is reset, the doors are open, so it's ready to take on more enemies. And now we're sallying out to go meet a siege camp before the siege hits us, which we have only a day to get there. It was just a question. I kind of liked Mike being punished in there, but yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. I should let him out. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to shut the uranium doors to everywhere but this main gate. And guess what, Mike? You get to do that. So that the three corners of the base are a little bit more protected. And surprisingly, we haven't even lost... Oh god, it's a Great Paul now. Ugh. Surprisingly, we haven't even lost the corn yet. Despite the volcanic winter heading into middle of the autumn. So the corner doors are closed. That way it's not just a wooden door between us and the outside. It's a, 400 hit point door, not a flammable 100 hit point door. And we'll be there in a third of the day. 18 hours left, so I really couldn't have left any later. Cutting it close as it is. Is this another gatehouse? Yes. That was voted on. But then was put on pause because I got attacked by, a lot. Come on, guys. Get there. Go, go, go. It'd be great if I got, like, a bulk goods caravan or something right now. Something to help take the edge off for the home guards. Nice, and Major just got his marksman command back. So 13 hours. All their... I don't know what Ginger's sleep needs are about. Why Ginger is not sleeping. I guess it's the muscle parasites making you extra tired. Sleep fall rate doubles. Well, as long as you don't fall asleep during the raid. And here we go. We are viciously outnumbered, as you can see. There's many times more of them than there are me. So, cross your fingers and pray. And then some of us are like muscle parasitic, meaning that we won't be able to fire or run rather at normal speeds. What I can do is I can I can use the line of sight advantage for warbows firing over the mountain if I'm worried about having them close in on me. Where? Oh, God, they're all like hiding from me in the opposite corner of the... I'm gonna shoot your base. Just break the base down. There we go. Alright, if they're attacking my subjects, let's go huddle in the corner here. And pray that nothing happens at home while I'm, like, fighting a two-front war. Oh my god. Not good. Alright, stand right at the edge. Woohoo! Oh god. Hang in there, Abalka. We're gonna use our map edge teleportation skills to abuse line of sight. And... because otherwise we would die. I acknowledge. But I don't care. Oh, for real? I might not be able to wait for Ginger. Can you? I guess that's really the only entryway. This site sucks. Because it's... I'm just so screwed. Yeah. Because the chance of me being here... like, because all the other three cardinal directions are all blocked up. So it's like, I can really only be screwed here. I think I need to abandon. I need to jump ship. Why aren't we exiting? There we go. Merge. And too dangerous to enter for 24 more hours, so we're gonna have to do a home defense. Pulling the plug on that, just because this is not gonna work. Now, my only hope here is that the defenders of the Dreadfort, like, that we get a Flesh Beast attack, like, while the siege is coming or something like that. Because that's really the only chance we have from here on out. But yeah, that siege site sucked. You'd love to play that map to defend, but yeah, to attack is a horror. Exactly. It was terrible. And unfortunately, I exited, like, south in the mountains. It was the worst possible exit available to me. What's funny is it says I can't re-enter for 21 more hours, but I think they're supposed to attack me before then, so it's like a weird edge case of, like, you had attacked, but the game doesn't know what to do with that information. Do defenders have torch belts? Yes, you can actually see the torch belts on them. It's a visual thing. So we'll be home in about a half a day. We've got 3 days of food. I wish they would hurry up and death march back home. But there is no forced march. So they get here when they get here. Sheep join. Okay. Guess I'll do the same, you know, like... how many of it? 3. So we need 8 more bioferrite to get that built. Waiting for the bioferrite harvesters to tick up. Some may arrive injured, you guess? I bet not. I bet it just creates like a whole new subset of pawns. Maybe like 1 or 2 will be injured, but generally, probably not. Bioferrite shaping is about 2/3 done. Or exactly 2/3 done. And then medieval prosthetics is a little over 3/4 done. Did I say 2/3? I meant 3/4? Both are 3/4. Yeah. Oh my god, we are not moving home at all. Watch the raiders march past us on the road. I mean, they're not don't visually ever see the siege people marching around unless you have a mod that does it. And the mods that do it are pretty buggy, unfortunately. As much as I'd like to use them, they just don't work very well. Alright, our caravan has arrived before the enemies have. I think the siege camp was supposed to attack us by now. So maybe it was like the fact that I attacked them delayed it or something? I'm not really sure. But they ought to be here any minute, so we need to be ready. So that's gonna get dicey. That's a terrible spot to drop your stuff, guys. Alright, I'm going to restrict everyone to close. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove some of the distant bridge from the close zone so that we can repair the walls around the Dreadfort. Because otherwise there's just like not a lot of work to do, but I am going to keep both sets of doors closed for security. You again, Ginger, huh? Eat your food, have your nap. Stop being so fussy. Right. Taking High Party Hall off. Now, my wood I have available to me is like 0. That is a concern. With the high priority halls off, my plant cutters, McGee and Ginger, should be cutting these trees as like emergency wood. So all the trees on the island, in fact, what I'll do is all of the trees on the island I will cut. Because, you know, that's essentially why I let them grow in the first place. Situations like these where we run out of wood and we need it desperately. But I don't want to go in the forest out here because I don't think it's going to be safe. Because if the enemy siege attacks us while we're out there, especially if it's someone with muscle parasites, we're just not going to be able to get to the base in time. I might have bugged the siege camp. I think it might have been an edge case where like they can't attack me now. Because, like, I attacked them, canceling out their attack to me, but, I failed, but they were... that was never programmed in as a chance to attack and then fail. I don't know, we'll see. I really don't know. And then in terms of what burned down here, a fair bit burned. I think if we loaded it up with even more, like, wood, like, long-term burning things, not just hay grass. Not that I have a lot of wood at the moment. We could do a lot more damage. They're afraid? Yeah. I mean, we can roleplay it that they're, like, fearful. Sure. I don't want to build the door there. I'm going to build a Cullis gate. I might as well have it be like here. Well, with any luck, we'll be able to clear some of the muscle parasites soon. So, McGee, for instance, will probably be cleared of muscle parasites next tending. Take a look at everyone else. Not next tending. You're only at 182. 178. But Mike will be cleared maybe next tending if it's a good tending. If it's a bad tending, then it will fail. But that should happen in about a day and a half. Alright, we got another electro harvester up, allowing us to generate even more power from the entities. Why are my plant... What are my... Let's stock our plant cutters. You are building. Stop building, start plant cutting. And then you are... probably animal handling, maybe? I don't know what Ginger's doing. But I've been waiting for them to actually cut down some trees so we have some firewood, and they're just not doing it. Oh, we got some spoiled product because a lack of firewood. There's nothing to be done about that. I knew that I was out of firewood and I got attacked and sieged and was too busy to get to it. These things happen. Perhaps allow people to enter the bridge faster through the glowstool area, like through here. We could do that. I could do both. Both wouldn't necessarily be terrible. I could honestly just wall up this part of the glowstool and have a pathway here. That would make equal sense. And that way we have like a tight bottleneck in case brawlers came through. We could stand here with archers there and shoot them. Something along those lines. So definitely I will consider it. For the moment, fixing my strategic lack of resources is going to be more important. I'm going to be back for 1 second. Maybe what I'm going to do is allow the close zone access over here. Because the pit gate's over this way. So if I'm going to get it to act, it's going to be from up here. So if I allow my tree cutters to cut trees over there, they should be safer. Hypothetically. And we're getting pretty close to having the basic bridge done. Which is great. With plenty of resources to continue building. So I'm hoping to build all the surrounding walls here, and then we'll go from there. Oh, boy. Plant cutters, what the hell are you even doing? Alright, Lilin, I'm going to remove your role because the plant cutters are just not cutting it. So, she is marksman. And I'm going to remove current role. Because we're out of wood and Ginger's doing God knows what, not helping. And McGee is like You're tinkering with the heal. Okay, stop touching the heal root. No, cut it. Stop it. Cut it out. How are you? Okay, don't sew, don't cut. And you're just like, yeah, no, I'm ignoring you. Whatever, I'll just let it happen. All right, so Lillian, welcome back to Grow Time. I'm gonna have your cook is 3, grow and plant cut 2, because I need wood. Yeah, the siege definitely got scared. They would have been here like long ago, so I think it's probably bugged out. What I'll end up doing, likely, is just like removing the attack site, because it's just a bug, and I can't, you know, force them to attack or anything. Alright, conversion ritual cooldown is in 0 days. And we'll try to hit Mike with it again, because I think Mike becoming a permanent markswoman would not be a bad idea. Medic, what are you doing? He went out, laid one brick and goes, ah, job's done. Time for some poker. I can force them to attack in the dev screen. Okay. Yeah, I probably can. I don't care. That should not have been roofed. Face is looking good? Well, thanks. I'm trying. Given the labor constraints and the fussy pawns. Now these glow stools are not really growing as a result of being too cold. And I can't really warm them up without introducing heat, so it's... or light, rather. I guess I could technically do it through a vent, but I'm just not gonna bother. I got bigger fish to fry. So we've replenished some of the steel we were missing, so I'm going to go back to cutting blocks. And I'm also... oh, I put that wall in the wrong spot. I'm building a way for the glow stool passage as well. So if I'm lucky, this is going to be Mike's last medical tending. Also, Lillian... okay, don't sew it. Please, don't, no, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it. You guys are crazy. Stop. Cut, no. How are you? Oh, fine. You can sew the pots. Because I'm going to want to do a conversion ritual. I might as well have it be pretty. I feel like my plant cutters are just finding like 1,000 new tasks to fabricate so they don't have to get the job done. We could also potentially put in more holding cells in here. So, because I've added sort of the whole area there, that isn't unreasonable, I don't think. Alright, some locks wandered in. Got it. I have no intention to go fighting them. Mike, you were cured. Good. Alright, Roy. This will be, if I'm super lucky, maybe your last medical tending. I need to hit 70, 69, 68. Oh, I hit 70. Nice. Alright, are we all cured of parasites? All but Ginger. Ginger needs to hit 60 on next medical 10 in 8 hours, and I think she's the only one. Oh no, Roy didn't get it either. And Roy needs a very high roll as well. Well, let's try to get Roy some tending here. Come on, come on, come on. Yes! Roy is cured. Okay. Brawlers are back in business, which is huge. Now, I had mentioned wanting to do a ritual. I'm probably going to wait for a torch to be lit in there. So we're not ritualing the... Well, I guess it's not really dark because we have 2 sources of light. But let's go ahead and cross our fingers for a masterful conversion ritual, which is an 18% chance on Mike, so that Mike joins our ideology and therefore can be assigned roles and will be easier to manage as an individual. Serenity was like, yeah, I want none of that. Went into the ritual room, I was like, what is going on? So it was ineffective. Certainty moved from 100% to 100%. Ah, yes. The ineffective result. Attempts were made, but, you know, I saw that coming. Alright. This is not going to be Ginger's last tending unless I'm like, well, it could be. Lillian, this will be up to you again. Boom! Okay. It was a 68. I only need a 60 or better, so we're cured for now. Pretty good. At this point, I would like to stock up on both the hay grass and other flammables so that I can set a fire trap for the pit gate. I'll poll you guys. Should I dev trigger the siege? Wow, I cannot spell today. And if so, what I'll do is I will I'll use like a random tool online to like trigger it within a certain amount of minutes, so I'm not planning it when I'm like most ready or something along those lines. Alternatively, I would just delete the site. We can say that, like, I dispersed the siege. I made them flee. Even though we know that isn't exactly true. So I'm up to about 1,000 hay grass, but I probably don't want to use that as a fuel for the pit beast, because if I did, we wouldn't have a lot to feed the animals unless I gave them, like, rice or corn. And then it doesn't look like the tree cutters have gone east to the forest to add trees to our supply. With that said, I do intend to plant a 3rd grove. But, like, not right now. For right now, we need wood immediately. I'm only up to, like, 120, and, like, 1,000 is where I should be at it, if not more. Whoa, I didn't realize these arquebuses got so messed up. Those pit beasts were just, like, smashing on them for a long time, I guess. Alright, looks like the no's have it. You guys voted, so like in canon, we'll just say I dispersed the siege. I didn't actually functionally make them flee, but like we'll pretend we did. So we're going to quest all enemies defeated. And then delete the site. Bioferret shaping is now done. We'll get disruptor flares next. Bioferret shaping gives us the bioferrite shaper, which allows us to make components out of bioferrite, and then also bioferrite plates for really secure holding cells. Where is the shaper an anomaly? Yes. So that's going to be something to save up for, because I don't have the 40 bioferrite to go into this thing. So now we know what we're saving up to earn. Hey, Rylus. Thank you for the resub. Maybe a little bit of war fatigue, but yes, we're getting soft. Given what I had just fought, I could see both sides of the argument, I suppose. Mike, stop it. Stop trying to convert us. Or keep doing it and, you know, be punched in the face. Just don't complain when we punch you in the face. So this is the one that's paralyzed, right? Yeah. Escape? Never. I love that. Because we had shot its spine out. Alright, finally looks like our wood's going back up. 400 and climbing. And if they're finishing cutting down the trees on the island, it means that they're going to head over to the East Forest next. Which is great. We have... So, let's see. If I want to make a big difference here, in terms of flammability, we'll bring in about 1,000 wood. And see if that can heat it up. And if that doesn't work, we'll end up having to use bows. Bows with, like, marksman command and combat command, something like that. So I'm going to wait for my wood to hit, like, 2k, and then bring 1,000 of it onto the island. Or into the pit, rather. Festival of Truth. Well, that's Mike's ideology. Our next opportunity for our ideology is the winter solstice, which is the 5th of December. So the entryway gate is almost done being built. Everywhere else, I'm going to want unroofed so it can't build up heat. And then what I think I'm going to do is just I'll just break this down like this. And put like a wood door there. And a wood door here, and turn that into a wall. That'll work. So we just pass through the farm as we enter. We've got 1,000 wood available to us on the island. And if I'm not mistaken, we should start be cutting the east. I'd be surprised if we don't soon have another flesh beast attack from the pit, though. The Goldilocks look like they're leaving. And there's only a red fox here. Are they still set to close zones? They are, but the close zone includes the East Forest. So that isn't a factor. So I'm looking at Lilin. Like, Lilin right now is... Maybe there's just no trees over here that is... No, that's not true. I'm not really sure why they're not coming out here. Oh, it's not set to cutting. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, it's set to cutting now. What's the use of the fungi? If fungi is despised, this isn't Nutrifungus. This is glowstool, which is a alchemy ingredient. Nice. And we're finally building the through gate here. And then once this wall's built, I'll put a door here as well. It's so slow growing. It is. Some of that is because it's like too cold in the winter. It just doesn't, it hasn't died, but its grow rate is lessened. And some of it is, it just has a growing time of 40 days. Right? That's a long time. I mean, that's... I think that beats Devil Strand. Yeah, by a lot. It's like twice as long as Devil Strand. So it's stupid long. Which explains a lot. I suppose I should have noticed that prior and it made a much larger farm of it. What I could do is roof up like a section over here and just grow a whole bunch of glowstone outside the base. And just do it a large batches of it. Because it doesn't seem to be dying off as a result of the cold. So it might have properties similar to Hillroot. I'm not even sure. Ginger always with the brakes. 60 degrees in your bedroom? That's what, it's colder in my bedroom at night. What is your deal, lady? You're just complaining about nothing. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld: The Darkest Ages, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow knights.